Okay. Hi everyone. Again, sorry I've not meaning to have so much trouble with my videos today. I tried to pause my other one because I had to fix something and it just disappeared on me. So that's cool. We'll just start over. Um, Hi, so it's Wendigo 13, Wendigo Child 13. Here again for 25 days of manga. And so today I wanted to discuss Hitorijime My Hero by Mimiko Ari, if that's how you say that name. I'm not sure. I don't take Japanese. I don't watch animes anymore, so I don't hear Japanese titles or names and stuff. So I'm sorry if I pronounce things incorrect, and I'm dyslexic. So that aside, Hitorijime My Hero is one of my absolute favorites. I didn't put it in my top 5 because I do have just a few small issues with it. Not anything major. Well, it depends. but so I normally am not into the whole student-teacher relationship fiasco that kind of goes on in stories. There are a few that I do like, I mean, Daytime Shooting Star hasn't quite. I'm reading them as they release, so we haven't quite got there. But I mean, I'd be down. I am down, and so for Hitorijime My Hero, the reason why I kind of have an exception for this story is because we have Setagawa and Kosuke, and the reason why I leave that exception is because Setagawa is friends with Kensuke, which is Kosuke's little brother, and he grew up knowing Kosuke and vice versa. So it's not like he went into school and met Kosuke and he was his teacher and then they fell in love. No, they knew each other before in a quite intimate, close setting, may I add. So, because he basically lives at, Setagawa basically lives at their house. So, that's the reason why I am okay with that student-teacher relationship, because Kosuke just happens to work at the school. He's not necessarily Setagawa's student. I think maybe they have a class with him. I'm not for sure. I have to reread it. So that's the reason why I kind of let that slide. And I mean, I like Dawson's Creek, and Pacey has a teacher relationship on there, and I watched a little bit of Pretty Little Liars. Not my favorite, but and Daytime Shooting Star, I know what's gonna happen, but I am rooting for a teacher anyway. But okay. And one other thing that I want to say, that I do have one little small issue with this series, is that I wish Setagawa was older, just by a little bit more. I wish he was at least 18. 18 would be ideal. But it has to go through his growing through high school, so they make him 15, and I don't really like reading stories where the characters are 15 or younger. This is a small exception I have, or if it's something I read when I was younger, and Tokyo Mew Mew. And I mean, sometimes I forget when reading or watching Sailor Moon at Usagi/Serena, and the star was only 13, 14 years old, and I'm like, oh, right. So, but nowadays, if I'm getting into something new, I prefer them to be a little bit older. Now, I don't have any problem at all with age gaps between characters. I am watching Glow right now, and I am rooting for Ruth and Sam, and they have a hella age gap. So, I have no problem. I just prefer I prefer legal, I prefer one of them to be legal. You know, if we're gonna have an older character, I hope for the other character to be older. I can do 16. I mean, it's not ideal, but there's just so many mangas where the main character is going to be 15 or 16 years old, so I kind of just go with it. I mean, Takana and Hana, she's 16 and I think they said he's like 26. But anyway, that's the only tiny little issue I have of Hitorijime My Hero. Other than that, I have no problems at all. Sometimes in my head, I'll just kind of think to myself that Setagawa is a little older, just to make myself feel a little bit better when reading it. But I love everything else about it. The characters, the story, the art. I mean, the covers of these mangas are so cute. Yeah, I love them so much. They're just so colorful and they have so much detail, and the expressions on the characters are so good. So that's just one thing, you know, I really like about these. God, I forgot how thick that one is. And, you know, this is with Kodansha comics. And I love how big they are. Like, look at this size difference. Like, they're so big. And they feel so nice. And the paper is, and we do get like a colored page in the beginning of these. So that's nice. We don't get a lot of colored pages, but at least we get one. That's nice. And we usually get some bonus material in the back. Of like bonus sketches that the mangaka gives us. That's really nice. I love little, you know, little bonus cute stuff like that. I do also love the anime as well. I pre-ordered it when it was coming out, and so I do have it as well. And as you know, I don't watch a lot of animes anymore, so you know I had to really like this one for me to get into it, because even though it doesn't finish where the manga finished, I still really like the anime because it can be a standalone. You can watch it, and how they choose to end it, I like where they went. And the special art, I mean, of course, I would want them to continue, and I can see new chapters that I fell in love with to be on screen. But where they chose the end in the anime is a good stopping point and can be a standalone. Like, it was a beautiful ending, and I like how they did that. And you know, it was just really good. I love all the voice actors in this. I haven't watched the dub version. I'm actually planning on watching the dub version soon because I do a lot of drawing and writing and stuff, and I like to watch movies or TV shows when I do. And it's really hard to watch subs when I'm working on something, especially since I'm dyslexic, so like I have to really focus on, you know, reading. So I'm trying to get into dubs again, and it's just so I can watch and you know, even if it's an old anime that I like, watch something and work on some art or something, you know, just so I can multitask, because I love multitasking. It's kind of what I do. So Hitorijime is so good. And actually, my favorite volume is, it's not volume 2, is it? I think it's 3 or 4. No, it's not. There's a certain arc that happens in this series that I love. And I was so happy when I finally got to have it in the manga. Oh, it must have been volume 5. I didn't realize that. Yes, it was volume 5. My favorite chapter is well, what chapter is it? It doesn't say. It doesn't give me what chapter it is. 20. Chapter 20 is my favorite chapter. That's how it starts out. Oh my god, it's so good. There's so much good character depth and development in this, and we get to see this side of Setagawa with his mother, and we kind of get to see Kosuke kind of a little bit vulnerable, and it was a really, really good chapter. I was really excited whenever Volume 5 released and I saw that it was in here, because I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Well, I guess it's chapter like 19 and 20. Maybe goes into 18. I haven't reread these in a little while. Like, I'm pretty sure I'm caught up online. I don't remember. I might need to check and see where I'm at so I can catch up. I really like the cover of this one. I love the purple and the wolf on there, the crown. It's really cool. In case any of you are wondering, you know, Masahiro Setagawa basically doesn't believe in heroes. He is like his hero. And it's just kind of their love story. Like, I hated that people kind of fit it in with the student-teacher relationship. And I'm like, yeah, it's there. Like, it's definitely there for sure. Like, I love that they go into that, they breach into that, they have worries about it. Like, there's a part where Kosuke is even thinking about maybe quitting his job, just so if they get found out, you know, he'll get fired, but he loves teaching. So I love that they go into that, they go into the concerns of it and why it is a problem, but their chemistry and their writing is so good. So good. And I actually read Hitorijime Boyfriend first. I don't know if that's what it's called. Anyway, it's the prequel, basically. I read that one first. And I was not into it. Kensuke is not my favorite character. Sakura, I like him. I like him as a supporting character, especially his relationship dynamic with Setagawa. But Kensuke and Sakura by themselves, I do not care about. I think they're boring. And I was reading it, and I was like, I don't know. This is one of those storylines where there are kids, and they meet up again, and he's like, oh, does he like me? I don't know how I feel about it. I'm fine with that. It was just, I was not into them. And then, Setagawa and, Kosuke would pop up, and we'd see, like, little tiny interactions with them in the first series, and I was like, I want them to be together. I want a story about them. They're way more interesting. Way more interesting. And then when I read the comments on that, everyone was saying, like, fuck this. I don't want these two characters. I want the brother and the best friend. And I'm like, dude, I feel ya. I want them too. Like, and then I saw another comment. The person said, they're like, oh, read Hitorijime My Hero. It's about the best friend and the older brother. I'm like, fuck yeah, go into it right now. And fell in love immediately. And whenever I found out the anime was coming out, I was super excited. I actually didn't watch it right away. I'm really bad at watching animes as they release because I don't watch them much anymore. And Crunchyroll, for some reason, won't let me watch for free on there with ads. They used to let me, now they won't. And if it's on YouTube, cool. Like, I got lucky with Banana Fish because those got posted regularly on Amazon Prime for some reason. I wasn't gonna complain. I was excited about that. And this was on Amazon Prime. That's how I originally watched it. I just wasn't watching, I don't watch much anime, so I was like, I'll wait on it. I read the manga. And then, like, I randomly watched it one day. I was like, alright, let's finally get down to this and watch Hitorijime. And I was like, whoa, okay, this is really good. Like, they included Heisakura and Kensuke's arc in there, and, like, very quickly in, like, the first episode, or first 2 episodes, I don't remember. And that was nice, because I know there were people who do like them and wanted to see their development, so that was nice. And oh my gosh, just everything, even the like, this is one of my favorite animes, and the manga, it's just so good. It's so good. And if some of you have been putting it off because you don't like student-teacher relationships or the age gap, like, I do really recommend it. At least give it a shot, because, I mean, the art is really good, the character development is really good, just everything is really good about it. So I definitely recommend that you give it a shot if you're thinking about it but you weren't sure. I love it when a character or 2 characters, or if they all are smokers. I don't know why. It's just he smokes a lot. Takano smokes a lot. There's lots of others. I'm sure I could pick out like a bunch of these where at least one character smokes, or I've read online. They breach into worries and everything, and it's just, it's so good. And it is very popular and a lot of people do read it, but if you are one of those who wasn't sure if you wanted to read it, because, here's the expressions on this page are really good. You weren't sure, definitely at least give it a shot. That's it I'm going to talk about for Hitorijime My Hero. I don't want to go too much in depth on the story because I just want, all of y'all to go into it for your own and see if you like it and go from there. I think you still can watch on Amazon Prime if you want to watch it. I'm sure it's on Crunchyroll. I don't know. I don't use Crunchyroll, so I'm not sure. And you can try Hulu. Hulu always has a good selection of anime on there, so it might be on there now. Go check them all out, anime or manga. I recommend both of them, and that's very rare when I recommend both of them. So that's it for this. Bye guys!